Howdy. Guess what today is? Today's an Eminem day. This is one of those days where it's like, when I get my lineup and I'm doing some songs and stuff, it's like I always get to the point where I'm going, okay, all right, some Eminem. Here we go. Let's just see what he's got up his sleeve. I don't think I can think of any genre of music where the music is within its own genre so diverse, so creative than Eminem. His production, his music, his choice of cadence, all of it is always such a grab bag of marvel that I can't sometimes wait to just dive in. The bummer about being a reactor, if you guys ever think about doing it, which is loads of joy and fun and blessings like sneezes. The bummer is you can't tell your Alexa to go, hey, play this artist at random. You just can't. You can't indulge. That's the problem. So you have to kind of create your playlist song by song as you explore and discover new little gems along the path of your way. But no big deal. You know, I can make my own playlist and go on random, but it's just kind of a bummer you can't tell that device to kick it up a notch and play some music while you're just, bouncing around the house doing your thing. So, but anyways, Believe. Gosh. Okay. Let's do some shout outs here. Okay. So, Michael Burton, I've requested Believe a few times. Now might be a good time for this song. So Michael Burton. We've got Rhonda Pierce. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm sure there's others. Can you react to Believe by Eminem, The Day of K? And so there's others here I have to kind of find because I'm seeing the word believe in just a sentence. So didn't think to get the shout outs there in time, but there you go. There's a couple shout outs to you guys. And so let's dive in to Believe.
And I started from the bottom like a snowman, ground up like...
Okay, wait. Hold it. Ooh. Thank goodness for lyrics. Putting something in a uniform paragraphical display for my eyes' pleasure. Because the cadence here is off the hook, off the rails. Okay, and it just started right in. It's like he leaned right in for the kiss right away without any warning. Just went right in. Here we go. Flory Kosniji.
And I started from the bottom like a snowman, ground up like round chuck and still put hands on you. Staying wound up is how I spend time. Sucker free confidence.
Staying wound up is how I spend time. Get it? You probably don't. Back in my day, you had to wind clocks. You had to take a watch and you had to wind it every day, I digress.
And I started from the bottom like a snowman, ground up like round chuck and still put hands on you. Staying wound up is how I spend time. Sucker free, confidence high. Such a breeze when I pen rhymes. I just got that air about me, like wind chimes. Another day in the life. Used to have to scrape to get by. Now my community's gated and I made it and my neighbors say hi.
Mr. Eminem, I want to be your neighbor. I've already said I'd mow your lawn. I would do anything just to be your neighbor. Just to have you go, hey. I go, hey neighbor. But it's so cool to know that he's made it, obviously. But what a road he had to haul to get there.
In the life, used to have to scrape to get by. Now my community's gated and I made it and my neighbors say hi. I'm giving them pounds. I'm upscale now. Guess it means I'm way in the sky. But I still remember the days up. Minimum wage for general labor.
Yeah, just like I was saying in the beginning of this song, you just never know what you're going to get with this guy. The cadence here, I can't even begin to express how entertaining this is for me, because it's not boring. It's not the same. I haven't heard an M song like it yet. I haven't heard any song like it yet. Like it yet. I mean, I might start talking in, I just like, this is cool. This is cool. Interesting. And his choice of rhyme and the way he's structuring each bar to give that, again, it's one thing to rhyme out music in a meaningful way, but to have the forethought to be able to lay it down like he's doing in a way that's going to make sense and rhyme in this offbeat cadence. Come on now.
But I still remember the days up. Minimum wage for general labor. Welfare recipients is a minor. Look how government assistance is major. Adversity, if at first you don't succeed, put your temper to more use, cause being broke's a poor excuse. That should only give you more fuel. Show 'em why you're you so close. Got it like I almost got it, but close only counts in time bombs and horseshoes. So I unibomb shit, no remorse. Screw it, I'm lit, and that attitude I blew up on quick. That's why they called me firecracker. I grew up on wick, but a short fuse. I got some important news to report to.
Short fuse. I got some important news to report to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they really rhyme, but they dang outweigh rhyme. It's so clever, so creative, seems so complicated, and yet his penmanship is so natural to him that it's kind of sad that he doesn't realize what it takes to do what he does when you're such a prodigy as he clearly is. I know he doesn't take it for granted, because that's very clear in his music, that he's just one track away from ridicule of all of his fans, and he's always got to beef up his game, right? But man, just insane ability. And so natural. He can't appreciate it. There's no way he can. Because when you got it, you probably wonder, why doesn't everyone else do that? It's so simple. Brain surgery. Hey, it's easy. Just cut it open, peel out the tumor, you're done. Not that this is brain surgery, but you know what I'm saying? It's like,
grew up on quick, that's why they called me firecracker. I grew up on wick, but a short fuse. I got some important news to report to. Anyone who thought I was done, nah bitch, not quite. Spotlights back on top, my fate, where's yours? You still believe?
yeah,
In me?
I do.
Didn't I give everything I had to give you to make you see? I'll never forget if you turn your back on me now and walk out. I will never let you live it down. I'll never do it. Believe
Whoa!
in me.
Come on, show me your chills. I've got my chills. They're both on both arms. There we go. Hair on end. Hair on end. What a chorus. I just love this guy so much, and what a blessing that I got into this whole thing, if only for the sheer enjoyment of what I have been missing out for these many years. It's just insane, man.
You turn your back on me now and walk out. I will never let you live it down. I'll never do it. Believe
I'm not gonna walk out, Em.
in me.
Look at this background
Man, I know
vocals too.
sometimes these thoughts can be harsh and cold as ice. To me, they're just ink blots. I just fling them like slingshots and so precise. So
See? To me, they're just ink blots. I'm just filling them like slingshots and so precise. That's what I mean. It's easy for him. They're just ink blots. He just throws them down. They're precise.
You might wanna think it over twice, or you retards can roll the dice, but beef will at least cost you your career, cause even my cheap shots are overpriced. But this middle finger's free as a bird. Nuke war-headed birds, hugest forehead on earth. Too short with a verse. Studied his formula, learned how to incorporate a curse. Pointed towards corporate America. Stick a fork in and turn, cause 4-letter words are more better. Heard the world force better. Turn to me, you're getting yours. But sometimes I overdo it. But I just get so into it. I was there consoling you and no one knew it. When your situation showed no improvement, I was that door, you walked over to it. I'm the light at the end of the tunnel, so people are always looking to me as they're going through it.
Yeah. 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 Gladly. Because when you have somebody that's that willing to be that vulnerable and that honest with you and be that example to you to show you how it's done and how to prevail and become victorious in certain areas of your life, you are going to be in a position where you're going to want to walk through it, where you want to see that door and just barge right through. Yes. 100%. 100%. And this cadence is just tripping me out. It's just like so perfect. It's so unusual.
Knew it. Wow. When the situation showed no improvement, I was that door, you walked over to it. I'm the light at the end of the tunnel, so people are always looking to me as they're going through it. When that tunnel vision is unclear, shit becomes too much to bear. Since cleaning out my closet when I was having trouble with the snare.
Yeah. Gosh.
I'm that unrealistic prayer answered, and I'ma get you jacked up like you're trying to fix a flat when you struggle with despair. That double-fisted bare knuckles coupled with despair nuts I'm cupping. I am your fucking switch, nothing can compare. Do you still believe in me? Didn't I give everything I had to give you to make you see?
And I'm just thinking about the Lord on this one too. Just like, hey, do you still believe? Didn't I give everything I had to give you to make you see? I mean, it's the same thing to me. But when you have a person living their life in a way where it's so clear that they have an agenda of beautiful things in their life for you, in their experiences as he has had, it's just a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
I'll never forget if you turn your back on me now and walk out. I will never let you live it down. I'll never quit believe in me.
The background vocals too are just awesome.
Start from the bottom like a snowman. Oh man, put that in your corncob pipe and smoke that. But my battery's low, I'ma need a boost in my pack. And I know that I always got proof at my back.
Proof.
Your proof because I knew for a fact. My ace in the hole, homie, I'm calling on you cause I think I'm slowly starting to lose faith in its own. Give me that inkling and motivation to go. Who's staying with the flow? Fake fans let your two-face to the show. Let heartbeats loop, produce hate in my soul. Laying vocals 2 days in a row. True statement, hate to go down this road, but there's only one route to cross this bridge. So I walk in this bitch with loose chains cause all my dues paid, but this boost taking its toll. But it's never too late to start a new beginning. That goes for you too. So what the fuck you gonna do? Use the tools you're given? Or you gonna use the card you dealt as an excuse for you to not do shit with them? I used to play the loser victim till I saw the way proof was driven.
Wow. I've got to dig in more to proof. I've got to, if not just for the respect to M, but just for, you know, if you have a mentor in your life and someone respects you, they're going to want to know who your mentor is, you know? And so I need to dive into proof. It's clear now at this point. I can't avoid it. And any proof suggestions in the comments, just go ahead and, do your thing. And we'll see what we can do. I mean, we've got to throw in some proof here.
I found my vehicle and I haven't ran out of gas yet. And when they stack decks, turn handicaps into assets. Fanny packs, hourglasses. If time was on my side, I'd still have none to waste. Man, in my younger days, that dream was so much fun to chase. It's like I'd run in place while the shit dangled in front of my face. But how do you keep up the pace and the hunger pangs once you've won the race? When that pool exhaust is cooling off, cause you don't got nothing left to prove it all, cause you done already hit him with the coup de grace. Still you feel the need to go full tilt. That Bruce Willis, that blue steel, that true skill. When that wheel's loose, I won't lose will. Do you still believe?
In the outro, look, this one's chock full, man. This is jam packed with lessons. Yeah, sometimes you'll watch funny videos where a guy's running a race and he's like going to a jog toward the finish line and he thinks he's got it won, but he doesn't realize that guy just over his shoulder is just powerhousing it to get into full tilt and just break the tape before they do, just milliseconds, because the guy just took it for granted that he's just going to go ahead and jog to the finish line. And he's basically telling us here, it's like, look, I'm not done. I'm not comfortable. I'm going to still go full tilt. I'm not giving up. I'm going to always provide my best, and I'm not going to get lazy about it. I am going to keep going. Man, did I need to hear that? You know, I mean, sometimes life's a grind, man. Work can be a grind, and sometimes you just kind of want to give up. Just give up. But, you know, if you can just put more in the gas tank and just keep flooring it and doing your best that you can possibly do, eventually it's going to pay off big in dividends. It will. It just will. And this man here, he hasn't got comfortable. He's still going full tilt. You still believe?